Are you serious? Are you serious? It is chaos along the Israeli border as Palestinian invaders have tried to breach the border. And in a very terrible situation here, Hamas has continued to send invaders, at least trying to invade Israel. One did get across the border and has been arrested. 3 have been shot and killed. I have another report that a 4th Palestinian has also died, and about 174 of those trying to invade into Israel have been wounded, mainly in the legs, as the Israeli border police, as well as the Israeli Defense Forces, who are protecting the border of the country, try to discourage those that are trying to breach Israel's security there, these that are trying to invade. And so it's a sad situation. It's been going on for 5 weeks. I think the total death toll for 5 weeks of those trying to invade into Israel is now up to about 44 in 5 weeks, 44 people in a 5-week period. And the closer we get to May 14th, and the opening of the U.S. Embassy in Jerusalem, the more hostile and the more trying to invade Israel with hostile intent to do harm in the nation of Israel. And so we'll continue to watch it. This is very underreported right now. They've burned a lot of tires. They've thrown cocktails over the border. They've tried everything they can to disrupt the border security of the nation of Israel. And as they rush the border in an attempt to invade or to breach Israelis' border security, several of these invaders have been shot and wounded or overcome by tear gas in the attempt to cross over the border into Israel to try to breach security in some way, and with the intent to do hostile acts upon the nation of Israel. So Israel continues to hold its own, protect its own citizens, and try to protect their border in lieu of the onslaught of those that are in the process of trying to penetrate into Israeli territory by breaching the border. These invaders have been shot, attempted invasion. So anyway, we're going to let that go and just pray. I just pray for the peace of Jerusalem. I pray for the Palestinian people. I know that they're under duress. I know they're being forced to do these things. I know that Hamas is not only encouraging them, but forcing them to do it, using them as human shields. I mean, I don't see the brave Hamas fighters going in there with bolt cutters, trying to cut through the fences and charge Israel. No, they're sending all these young teenage boys, all these young men in their early 20s, sending women and children out there even as human shields in an attempt to breach Israel's border. It's become a mess. And unfortunately, the United Nations wants to somehow find fault with Israel in this. I mean, there's no sovereign nation is going to let their border be breached like this. I mean, that's what happened to Poland in 1939 when the Germans breached their border, came in. Next thing you know, it became more than a breach, it became an invasion. And then it became a slaughter. And that's just Israel's not going to let that happen. So pray for, and there's a lot of Christians among the Palestinians, and they don't want to be a part of this, okay? They're just trapped. They're living under a hostile regime called Hamas, and life has to be miserable underneath that. Has to be miserable. I'll be back. Don't miss tonight, Sunday Night Live. I'll be live at 7 p.m. Eastern. We hope to break down all the current world events that are going on around the world. We're certainly living, folks, in the last days. You don't want to be left behind. Give your life to Jesus Christ. Time is running out.